everyone, welcome back to Joies University, and today we will be studying 5 questions again in preparation for your licensure examination. And these questions are from the general education subject, which is English. Okay, so we'll have English this time. Again, we'll be having 5 questions. Now let's move on, or let's move to the first question. Blank is a system students use in capitalization and punctuation rules. Alright, so we are talking about an area of English where capitalization and punctuation rules would be part of. Is it A, semantic, B, syntactic, C, phonological, or D, pragmatic? Alright, so the correct answer here is a system that the students use in capitalization and punctuation rules is none other than B, syntactic. Because syntactic would be referring to or be talking about the structure of words or of phrases and of sentences. And together with the structure, we have to consider the rules to be followed in capitalization and punctuation, and the punctuation marks. Now, how about semantic? Semantic, if you actually would be meeting the term semantic, it has something to do with the meaning of words, or sentences, and of phrases. How about phonology or phonological? From the term phono, which means sound, phonology would be talking about speech, sounds, and the laws that are governing the sound. And the last one is pragmatic, which is also an area in English which has something to do with the usage of a certain language in a social context. Alright, so the correct answer there would be about the capitalization and punctuation rules, would be syntactic. Alright, second question. Blank states that children have the ability to relate new information to prior knowledge. Again, when we say prior knowledge, we are talking about the schema the students have or the background knowledge the students have. So among the choices which has something to do with using prior knowledge in constructing meaning, is it A, social linguistic, B, constructivist, C, reader response, or D, interactive? The correct answer there is constructivist, because constructivism would be utilizing students' prior knowledge to create meaning or to create new information. Bakit hindi social linguistic? Because social linguistic has something to do with the social implication of a language, right? Reader response is actually a theory that that emphasizes the role of the readers in constructing meaning from what from what they are reading. All right. Interactive, it's actually a form of a strategy maybe, or a method maybe, that has something to do with the interaction that is happening in the class. So the correct answer here is constructivist. Next, a person with a negative outlook in life cannot blank with depression. Okay, let's have correct usage this time. Is it cannot cope up with depression, cope on with depression, cope in with depression, or cope with depression? And the correct answer here is, I know others might answer cope up with, okay? But when we say cope up with, it means you try to follow one's lead, okay? And of course, the sentence doesn't talk about that. So the answer here in this particular statement is cope. Cope with depression. Okay, do not ever say cope up with depression, or because when we say cope with, we means you adapt. All right, you adapt to a certain situation. So the answer is cope. Next, fourth question. He was like a snake in the night. What figure of speech is present? Okay, you've studied figures of speech even when you were in elementary. And this is a basic knowledge that when a statement has like or as, okay, automatically the figure of speech used there is simile. Similes, you're trying to look into the similarities of two objects or two things with the use of like or of as. It's a direct comparison. When you say personification, on the other hand, you are giving life to objects like the walls listen to my plea. Okay, so you are giving human attributes to a certain inanimate object. So the answer there is simile. How about metaphor? Metaphor is indirect comparison. You're also comparing two different things, but you are not using like or as. If you try to change this simile, he was like a snake in the grass, alright? He was like a snake in the night. So for a indirect comparison, you can change that into metaphor by saying he was a snake in the night. Alright, that becomes metaphor because it becomes indirect. You are no longer using like or as. Hyperbole, on the other hand, this is the exaggeration. You are giving exaggeration, okay, to things like I'm so hungry I could eat the whole elephant. Okay, it's impossible, but you are putting exaggeration because you would want to emphasize a certain thing. Okay, like I'm so hungry that I could eat the whole elephant. So you're just emphasizing that you are indeed hungry. Alright, the answer there, B, simile. And for the last question, neither Ralph Waldo Emerson nor his friends blank present in the meeting last night. So this has something to do with your grammar. Is the answer where, is, was, where. Okay, you made use of the term neither nor, alright? And the rule says, if you have the partners neither nor, your verb or the be form of the verb should jive with the verb nearer, with the noun rather that is nearer to it. So since you have neither nor, you have two nouns, Ralph Waldo Emerson, and the other one is his friends. And the rule says the verb agrees to the nearer subject, which is his friends. So since his friends is plural, the answer there is where, because we are talking about the past tense of the verb. But if the statement is neither Ralph Waldo Emerson nor his father, okay, father becomes the nearer subject, the answer is was. Alright? But what if you do not have the partner? Walang nor. Neither his friends was were present. Okay, when you make use of neither alone, alright, neither always takes the singular form of the verb. So neither his friends was coming. Alright, so those are the 5 questions for today. We'll be coming up with more videos later. Bye-bye. See you next time.